Welcome back to this week's episode of We've All Got Dead People, presented by Amy
and Bunny.
Okay, so do you want to introduce this week because it was your idea?
Was it my idea? Sure. Well, today we're both kind of back home for Easter. Very weird experience. And yeah, we're in Mum's studio, as you can see. We've got the dead mum photos back there.
Exactly.
For the memorial that we had. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. We've got a round sewing machine and shit.
Bunny had an idea to do spirituality as an episode, and then I said, as we were gonna, I've been back here for a little bit doing just, fun employment, working on some like fun creative projects.
Fun employment. Unemployment.
Trying to edit this, that type of thing. But anyway, we both knew we'd be back here for Easter for a little bit, and then I said, why not do like a little talk through bit about Mum while we can use the studio.
Yeah.
Do you want an intro, Mum?
Where do I begin? Just a really artsy, cool person. Just like really just trendy and cool. Always had like brightly coloured hair. Just like bright blue hair or like pink hair. That was just always very much her. She just didn't really give a shit about anyone's opinions, really.
Which was pretty cool.
She was just very cool. Very cool.
She just, she raised us majoritively as a single parent, and ran her textile embroidery kind of like art business. Successfully really up until she died. Which has been, I mean, like growing up, we're on super creaky chairs, which might be a bad choice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Growing up, we were just kind of like in between different studio spaces that she had. So it'd always be, I mean, she'd give us art stuff that we'd play with, but equally we'd just kind of mess around with like her cards, the greetings cards that she had.
Yeah, for me that was like a childhood memory. You would always make me like
storybooks,
yeah,
polystyrene, bubble wrap.
There's a big old wad over there.
Yeah, that would have been. We'd put it along like the corridor in the studio and then like run and roll on it.
Yeah,
cool and fun. So yeah, and then because of that, I think obviously that's how we both ended up being creative because she just let us have free reign of like every art medium pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was always busy, like, doing something, and then I'd always, like, be like, Mum, can you help me? And then I've obviously grown up doing different art types as well, and then she obviously taught me how to use a sewing machine, which is quite a handy skill to have, so.
Very handy skill to have.
Yeah.
And Mum, when she was, like, around, so she did textiles at Cumbria Uni, I think. I should have done a brief history into this, but anyway. When she was around my age, worked with the Prince's Trust, and they gave her funding to kind of help her start everything up. And she worked closely with them for a while. And what else did Mum do? Yeah, when she first started out, she was really famous for her felt work.
And hats.
And hats, fun hats. And she works in collaboration with, like, Liberty and then also Thornton's.
Yeah.
Do, like, chocolate box illustration stuff.
Yeah.
What else about Mum? And then, so Mum grew up in, like, the sticks the middle of nowhere, in Norfolk, Suffolk, and then, like, I was born in London, and, like, that's where she met our dad, and she, like a lot of people do, moved back from London to Norfolk.
Yeah.
And from there just started, because she wanted us to go to school here, really, but she started...
In Norwich.
Exactly. But she started, we grew up in Norwich in the city centre, and then Bristol for a period of time.
Yeah, for like, about 4 or 5 years.
For my high school years, and then came back, and then moved out to here, which is like on the border of Norfolk and Suffolk.
Yeah.
I'm never sure which one it is, to be honest.
Yeah, you pass 3 different signs. You're in Norfolk, then you're in Suffolk, then you're in Norfolk, and then you're in Suffolk again.
But yeah, so coming back here, she started doing like these beach hut pictures of the Norfolk and Suffolk coastline, and they were super popular. And like, I've said this before in a TikTok, they weren't groundbreaking, but like they don't seem groundbreaking now, but they were the first of their kind. They were just
insane, yeah.
And like textile art, honestly, no one else really did it. Like Mum started that.
Yeah.
And then what happened over the years as we grew up is stuff like Pinterest came into play, and there were people ripping her off, but she never had the money or the time to take them to court. But B, Pinterest meant that, you know, the creator of the image is never really like tagged in, and then people imitate stuff, so it just gets watered and watered down, which makes it really hard to say like, oh, this person's copied this and like this is that influence, because it's like, actually, who knows. So that's how, you know, and obviously that's been a crazy media thing. She used to do, I feel like she did QVC once, or like something like that, like TV.
Oh no, 100%. I do remember that.
I remember that. It was a period of time where
I can't remember what it was.
She wasn't on it, but they had a rough. Yeah. But she has also been works in collaboration with other artists who have more mainstream kind of like greetings wear, and then her prints are kind of reproduced onto stuff.
She used to do a lot of craft fairs. Mainly, the big one that she used to do was Chelsea Flower Show.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm looking at the stars there, but she used to get like mainly 3 and 4 stars for just her like stand, which is quite impressive.
She did all of the RHS shows. I actually helped her once, and I just got back. It was like the period of my first love, and I got back from a night out, and he'd gifted me like festival tickets or something, and I was drunk as per usual, and I woke up the next day obviously really euphoric, and I was like, and Mum was like, Amy, what the fuck, you're hungover and we're late, like we need to go to Chelsea, and I was like,
yeah, not good.
Not good. And then we set up, and then for press day, obviously the press and media and like celebrities walk around, and I got to meet Joanna Lumley. And then she also did more local shows, which we grew up going to.
Yeah.
So we got to learn how to kind of like trade to people.
Yeah, and then that's kind of when you had people like stopping you and saying, oh, are you going to continue on? Like, are you going to be her legacy? Are you going to continue it on? I remember having people say that to me at
really?
craft fairs.
Fuck,
yeah,
that's rough.
And I was always like, and this was me at age like 10 or 11, and I was like, haha, yeah,
like,
to all these old people.
Exactly.
And now I'm like, oh, fuck. But I do remember so many people were like, oh, do you do this? Oh, you should so do this as well. You can continue it on in the family.
I know, mine would just say, can you sew? And I'd be like, no, I cannot. And they'd be like, oh. And that would be it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's very interesting.
What else about Mum? It's so weird doing a brief history. When we were younger, we went on a campervan holiday to Cornwall, and we rented like a pink Vida.
God, yeah.
And we had a pet rabbit that we used to walk on a lead. Anyway, we she decided we'd bring the rabbit with us, and then I actually found a home video last week where we're getting the rabbit on a lead. Oh no, he's running around in like you know the tent things that go next to a van, like one of those. And I'm like, Mum, no, don't let him do that, he's gonna escape. And then the motherfucker runs and tries to escape because she's like, no, he won't. And I'm like, it's just so Mum. That's the type of person she was. She's very cool, very good music.
She travelled a lot. I mean, she grew up in the 80s. She was a punk goth in the 80s. So, like, was very, her music taste was very, very good. Definitely what I'm inspired by in life. But yeah, very cool person.
What else about her? Yeah, just really, like, taught herself a lot of business skills, and also, like, was great with tech, you know, like she taught herself how to social media, and I remember her building her website on Shopify, and then from there, like, our dog's kicking off. Like, I got to learn the ropes, and then that's just been invaluable for me. And what's nice actually is we both learned we've pulled really different things from her.
Yeah. But I feel like that's just like all children and parents. It's, you're not the same person, you're a combination of your two parents, and then these are two different people. And I mean, she said it in our letters, like, because she wrote us letters, and you've got a line tattooed on you. But she said that we were both completely different, and it's true, and we are very different, and that's why we've clashed for so many years. It's only now that we've kind of just come to our senses and sort of learned to love each other.
We still miscommunicate all the fucking time.
Yes, we do.
Like, it's a problem.
That's just siblings, though.
That's it is. My stomach, though.
But yeah.
That was such a week, like...
Yeah, that was.
It didn't
just
go
gave
anywhere.
up halfway through.
I did. I'm feeling... It's been warm today, and I'm like sleepy.
Yeah, I feel that. We've got to keep the energy out.
Keep the energy out.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to kind of know a lot about Mum, and I feel like it's it's all kind of too emotional. Like, I'm trying to think, but it's like, it's weird.
We've never done this before.
Yeah.
It's very
And in
strange.
my mind, I'm just being bombarded by everyone else's stories of her. And I'm in my mind, I'm trying to think about all these different interpretations and different views. And obviously there was a life before us and a life with us.
Yeah.
But she was just a very cool, like, independent mom.
And she was really independent, but she and our dad really co-parented well.
Really well.
For our young, like, kiddie years, anyway. But our dad is a graphic designer, and he did all of her graphic design up until she died, which is, like, always a really nice partnership. And, like, he just got what she wanted and that type of thing. So,
I was really, really grateful for the relationship that they had. Only
it was great.
There were just people around me who had, like, divorced parents, and they were literally just not communicating.
We lived in, fun fact, we lived in 19 homes growing up.
Right, yeah, true. We have moved a lot.
We moved a lot.
Which is where it comes into play, the idea of, like, home isn't a place, it's a person, and that person was mum.
Yeah.
So it's like, now it's the feeling of being lost, really.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. I'm really glad I remembered that, because I always assumed that people
would
know
but then
that.
She's, I had a conversation about, well, obviously not recently, and she was like,
I think I've moved 23 times now. I'm not actually sure, but our childhood was 19.
Yeah, but she said that she also had to move around a lot. So I feel like this means that
right, let's go way back.
Oh, yeah.
So our grandparents, it's going to give us a Nepo light. It's helped us. Well, obviously, like, I can't say it's not helped us, but it's not directly, like, our grandpa used to be a director of a couple of Doctor Who episodes, but mainly he did the show Heartbeat, which I think I haven't really watched ever, and I should watch.
Yeah.
He directed all of it, and there's, like, a fan club set in Yorkshire. But he, met our grandma at the BBC, and she was a makeup artist.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then he kind of shipped her to Norfolk with the kids to raise them, which she loved because it was Nana.
And she didn't know how to drive.
Didn't know how to drive.
Complete, like, middle of sticks.
I think, was it Joan Collins that she got offered to be her makeup artist for in America?
I can't remember.
Joan Collins? I don't know.
I can't remember.
And... yeah, and our grandpa would just be, like, partying in London and then, like, come back randomly.
Our grandma also eventually owned her own restaurant, which is all female run, which I kind of made a mental note to my grandma. I was like, it was all female run. She was like, oh my God, you're so true. That's so right. That's
it's
crazy. Yeah.
So that was a cool business venture.
That was, quite interesting. That was their sort of life. So I feel like Mum really enjoyed her.
And Mum has a twin brother.
Yeah.
Who is the one that I'm currently living with in Brixton with all my cousins, which is great. But yeah, Casper also works in film as a location manager, coordinator.
Location manager.
Just on locations.
Yeah, location
manager. And and then our aunt is a production manager.
I thought she did.
Production manager.
Okay.
I got sent an email from her account the other day.
Right.
Used to be production coordinator. Yeah. For, like, films at the moment, it's like Netflixy stuff. But yeah, so most of the family, everyone stayed in it actually, apart from Mum. So she was the black sheep.
True.
Yeah.
Family of film. And then Mum was the full-on artist, and
You've got more of the, like, makey, doey skills.
Yeah, but now I know why that is. But I can't still gotta keep making.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just, like, I just love it. I mean, who doesn't love it? I don't mind, like, writing, but it's just kind of not boring, but it doesn't please my brain. I feel like more myself when I'm doing creative stuff. It just relaxes me.
But you're like her in that you can work in loads of different mediums.
Yeah.
I know in school she was good at, like, everything, which I find really interesting, but that makes sense.
I find interesting. I was alright at maths.
Yeah.
Shit at English.
I was shit at maths.
I'm good at English.
Okay at English. Oh. The dog is crying in the garden. Mum was the type of mum that would wear, like, hot pants but make it look chic. She would wear, like, dungarees. She loved festivals. Loved, like, dance music.
Yeah.
Would be sober at, like, dance ravey things.
Yeah.
Like,
She was-
always had a beer in her hand.
Yeah.
Not I say that badly.
Not in like an alcoholic way, just like
she didn't drink a lot, but like she just
chill.
it was like regular but not high volume. So it would be like 12 p.m. and she'd be like, you know what, I feel like a beer.
Yeah.
And then
but in like a cool, chill way. She was just a really chill, cool person. Bright hair, bright clothes, bright personality. Like, genuinely, she would light up every room that she walked into. Physically, I feel like, with her hair and her clothes. So
very memorable. Also, she's the type of parent where growing up, like, other kids would be at school that would be like, I wish my mum was...
Yeah,
your mum was
I mean,
my
that's
mum.
what my best friend said to me on the funeral day. She was like, I used to wish that your mum was my mum.
And also, like, every guy that ever met my mum was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dog. Anyway.
I don't think
it'll pick it up. Yeah. What else? Cool memes.
I'm trying to think.
She drove a lot. So because of doing all of the trade shows, we'd be with Dad for like a long period of time. So she'd go away for like a month. I think it would be weeks.
It used to be a lot.
But then when she was back, because she was self-employed and obviously an artist, like, she managed to fit everything around us. So yeah, we had time periods away, but
a good thing to mention, and everyone was kind of saying this in their eulogies, is that she was a woman who knew what she wanted and knew when she wanted it. So it was like in different stages of her life, she was like, I want kids now. And it was like, I want to get married. Like, she married really late, which didn't end well, but it was like she knew exactly what she wanted to do in life. And I feel like everyone kind of says that the thing she was most proud of was us.
First off, like, the 9 to 5 parenting thing was never going to be her thing, and I'm so glad we had it this way round, and the moving. But she basically drove a lot, and a lot of our childhood was being on road trips, going between, like, Norwich and Bristol.
Yeah.
And also going with her to craft fairs or going on holidays, and just loads of, like, fun road trips with her. So we just had a lot of, like, carpool karaoke. And, like, it was just cool vibes. But really, like, the idea of it's weird, like, I really struggle with female friendships, but we were raised in such a, like, sisterhood, strong women way. So I struggle. I don't know why. It's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, maybe it's Maybelline, you know?
No, exactly.
Dreams? Or spiritual, I claim to say it.
I think start with dreams, because I'm not very... Spirituality?
My brain is so dead.
We're so tired. I made Bunny shoot a whole TikTok series for me this morning, and I'm feeling knackered as well. But, dreams.
Yeah, we'll start with dreams. So, I feel like the thing is...
Who wants to go first?
I feel like what we should say is our aunt is a very spiritual person. I've always been, like, very spiritual in the sense that I've just been fascinated by, like, crystals and witchcraft and the full moon, that type of thing. Whereas our aunt is very much into different things, and she does all these different things. But I've gone to, like, crystal Reiki, and then I've been told that, like, my uncle who passed was, like, my spirit guide during all this, which was, like, really weird. But yeah, apparently it takes a while once someone's died, it takes them a while for them to, like, reach out to you. But what we were noticing is that she was kind of popping up on our dreams, but not notably. And I think I had the first, like, mega notable dream. But what we were noticing, which is really funny, every time we were meeting up to do an episode of the podcast, I was like, I'm not dreaming about her anymore. And you were like, oh, well, she's in my dreams. And we would always swap. So it was like she was coming to visit us, but not. It was like, it was very, very
And
weird.
also in my dreams anyway, she would be there, but, like, just very motionless and still, and just stood like as if she was at the edge of the set, just watching what was happening.
Yeah, for me, it was like she was a side character, like she was just part of the backstory. She was just there, but not, like, she wasn't doing anything. She'd never come up to me, speak to me. I didn't have a conversation with her, or if I would, she just wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, okay. And then she'd, you know how, like, people change, their faces change in dream, like, it would be like that. But there was, I think I had a couple things where I was like, this could be something, but I wasn't waking up and feeling like, wow. Whereas when I first started dreaming about Mum, I was, like, waking up, like, in tears, because that obviously it's hard. But the one where I was like, this is different. I basically was dreaming that I was in this woodlands, like really beautiful, really open woodlands. I mean, there is a woods kind of like it near us, but it was like gorgeous, and it was golden hour, and all these trees were just being lit up. And I turned around, and there was like this massive open barn, and I was like, this is weird. And then I like walk in, and it's all like bright orange, and then I see Mum, and she's got like, I can't remember if she has straw blonde hair, and I can't remember if she has like pigtails or not, but she's in a pair of dungarees, and there's like a cow and like sheep and like a random chicken. There's like literally 3 different farm animals in this open barn, and she's just there like shoveling hay, not like shit, but like actual hay and straw.
If she's blonde though, was she younger then?
She must have been.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, not young, but I'm
Interesting.
talking like Norwich Mum, because when she was in Norwich, she had blonde hair.
Yeah.
But she was basically shoveling stuff, and I was like, Mum. And she kind of just like turned out, but she was like humming, like really happy, just really smiley, really happy. And then I was like, Mum, like, what are you doing here? And then I was like, I just kept on being like, what are you doing here? And she was like, oh, well, I'm happy here. And I was like, but a farm? Like, this is such a weird place. And she was like, I'm really happy here. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like, that's when I kind of woke up, and I was just like bawling my eyes out, which is a crazy experience to like wake up to. I hate that feeling.
Was
But that
Dimitri
like-
with you? Or?
No, I was alone. I literally just cried for about 3 hours after that.
Fucking hell.
But it was just, yeah, that felt different, because if we had a conversation, it was never both ways, whereas we were kind of just talking, and she was just saying, I'm really happy here. And it was like, this place just felt different to my other dreams, because I'm the type of person to like dream about like flying cows or like random stuff like that. Like really weird, crazy stuff happens in my dreams, so this felt very different, kind of similar to yours.
Yeah, so did we have them at the same time? I basically had a dream, and then I instantly, like the next day, texted Bunny. I was like, I've had a visit dream, I think. Have you had one?
Yeah, but the thing is with Amy is that she's not spiritual at all. Like, you've kind of taken the piss out of me. Like, you've never been interested in it. So for you to be like, Mum's visited me, it's like,
Mum's
okay, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, like I'm spiritual enough that I'll do some yoga and like chill.
Yeah.
And
But
also
not, like, witchy.
not witchy. No, I believe in the whole karma thing, but more just because of the principle. And also, I struggle with like manifesting. I really dislike a lot of the culture of like, I manifested this, or like, but then I've heard about it recently.
That's more me. So yeah.
Yeah, there's elements of it though which are really interesting, which is like, yeah, you can trick your brain into not looking for good opportunities and that type of thing if you're constantly like, I can't do that, or this isn't working. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so my dream was really weird. I was having another dream. Oh, that was it. So I was thinking about, I really wanted to go travelling, and I was thinking about Morocco, and I had spoken to our aunt, and she was like, oh yeah, it's great, you can just get the train everywhere. So I was like dreaming about being on this train, and then it like it just flicked to like an intermission, almost like a break, and I was in my room in Brixton, but it was stripped back and it was brighter. And Mum walked in an outfit that she would have worn when I was 12, 13ish. So maybe that's kind of the age she would have been.
Similar time.
It was like a quintessential Mum's like blue and white chunky fisherman knit, and then pink jeans, which again is so off that time now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, she walks in, and we're chatting, and Bunny's there, and Bunny's sat on the bed, and Bunny's just, so the 3 of us just having conversation, and it's great, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing, like just having a chat, catch up with Mum. And then she gives me, she's holding...
But didn't you say that the whole room was really white? And just
not really, it was just stripped back,
light,
and it was brighter. And we're all having conversation, and she has this cat here, this kitten, and Mum quite frequently used to like rescue animals with you and that type of thing. Like, I don't know, if a dove was like, she's found a dove somewhere, she'd like try and feed it in a shoebox for a bit and then try and release it. And that type of thing, or bats, you guys would say
bats,
before.
I've looked after bats.
But anyway, so she had this little black kitten that she was holding here, and I didn't think anything of it because like again, very in mum's type of vibe.
Yeah.
And then we're chatting, and she just kind of gets my hands and puts this kitten in it, and I was like, okay, cool, like she's giving me a slay. Okay. And it looked up at me the way they kind of like gaze like that, and I thought, I really recognised it, but again, I didn't really think about it because I was more interested in having a conversation with you and mum.
Yeah.
And also we had like I have a tattooed, it's so embarrassing. Our childhood cat, Snowbell, was like this white cat. Anyway, so
Fat, fluffy.
so it obviously wasn't, yeah. But again, I was like, okay, mum's just fat. Yeah, she's giving me a cat, okay, whatever. We're all catching up still. And then I suddenly realised that we're in this like weird dream break thing. I turned to mum and I can't remember exactly what I said. I think I just said something along the lines of like, I really miss you, and this is way harder than I thought it would be. I don't know what to do, how to live. And I'm kind of like hugging her and I'm crying on her. And then she just kind of looks confused / freezes up. And then that's it. And then I woke up just like, kind of literally felt like I'd been underwater, and like I woke up like
but that's the thing, it's like literally gasping for air,
it's really weird
because that happens and then the tears come and then you're like and it's like literally, it's kind of like a panic attack, but not like it's like so, I don't know, it's like when I think about it, my heart drops to like my stomach.
And
like,
the guy I was seeing at the time had stayed over, and he was there while I was like bawling my eyes out, but it was really, and I was telling him, and I was like, I'm going to write this down on my notes because I cannot forget. But for me anyway, the other thing that made me think it was a visit was, she's been in our dreams before, but I just thought like our conscience
felt different. When you know it feels different, that's like, I don't know, like upon reflection, you know what I mean? Because it's like with my dream, when I woke up, I was like, I've never had that before.
Well, I just mean mine because I was dreaming about something else, and then it like break
to it.
Yeah, I had a break, and then it was like, here's this.
But when you told me that story, I found it really interesting. But basically, the thing is with the black cat is that after our childhood cat died, Snowbell, she died, I was like really just not in a good place, and I was like, Mum, please can we get another cat? She was like, no, I don't want to have to go through that again. And I was like, fine. And then like 4 or 5 months later, I was like, Mum, please can we get a cat? And it got to Christmas, and then I got myself a black kitten, and her name was Binks. And so we had her for a bit at this house, and then I can't remember how old she was, but she grew up a little bit. And then she was old enough to go outside, and we live right next to a 30-40 mile per hour road, and she got hit by a car and had to be put down. And that was absolutely devastating for me. That was like my biggest heartbreaking grief. And that took me like so long to get over it, but that's because there were other issues around that, which I didn't know. But so, and I always used to have dreams about her. So I just find it interesting because you literally were like, oh my God, Bunny, it was Binks.
Yeah,
how did I not clock it? It was
was
definitely her.
It was the way she did the like gaze up at me. Yeah. Like it was that head roll thing that she did when she was fluffy, like not teenage, like really small fluffy.
Yeah, because this is the thing, she wasn't, she didn't even grow up fully, so she was just a small black puff ball of a cat. Yeah. Crazy. Just a bit weird.
Super weird.
And again, like I think you were at uni or something, but you weren't really around that much for Binks.
No,
so you weren't. This is the thing. Like she wasn't really a big part of your life. So why would you be dreaming about her? Like
I really didn't know.
Weird.
That
like
much.
it just is. That sort of stuff is like inexplainable. I'm kind of yet to. I don't know. As I was saying, like it takes people a while for them to kind of connect with you and want to visit you. I haven't really had like anything where I'm like, oh, this is weird, or like mum's here. But I feel like as a family we're very kind of superstitious. And mum especially, she always could tell when something was wrong spiritually. Like, I don't know. We'd go, for me it's like I walk into an old house and I'm like, no, we gotta get out of here. This feels weird. It just feels unsettling. And even if that's like spirits or ghosts. And then our uncle's quite spiritual, and when he was younger, he went into the catacombs and took a photo. And in this photo, the flash went off and there was like a wisp above, like
That's when he was on
tombs.
location.
Yeah. And then that photo was like banned from the house.
Yeah.
Because our aunt was like, that photo is not coming anywhere near here, which is fair enough. I would love to see it, but it's too scary. Yeah, and I think another thing to mention is on the night that Mum died, when the sun set, there was an A in the sky. The clouds had crossed over. And that was really weird, like A for Abby.
I thought it was plain jet stream.
They were, but there were still 3 of them, and they created an A.
Oh.
And then we told Vic, who was Mum's, like, one of my Mum's lifelong best friends, and she pulled over on the side of the road, and there were just 3 twigs planted as A. And we have the photo. I feel like we should try and somehow share it. But it was literally just, like, concrete, just gravelly concrete, and then 3 twigs perfectly placed that were just an A, which was, like, so weird. How do you explain that? I don't know.
Those I think you see what you want to see.
Yeah.
But the only thing I will say is, I'm not spiritual, but I have the same thing. So with I don't know how I feel about this. It's like, yeah, in some houses I'll feel colder in different rooms. And Mum and I both in this house have seen like a figure in the kitchen before, like a shadow.
I don't like the kitchen.
Yeah, or their room, which is above it.
Yeah, or their room. I don't like that.
And then when I was younger, I had sleep paralysis one time because I was in a room.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, well, there was one time I had like one of the older rooms in the house, and one time we came in, and it was in the middle of like a storm in Bristol because we got them a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And my clock had come off the wall that was in the middle of the room and smashed everywhere.
But it was right on the wall, and normally when something like that falls, it just goes straight down because the nail bent.
Yeah, this was flat and it was like that. And then also after that happened, I was sleeping, and yeah, our cat Snowbell used to snore a lot, so I was used to hearing her like type of thing. But then I could feel the man specifically breathing on my neck, and I couldn't turn around, and that was, I think, sleep paralysis. Where the fuck am I going with this? Oh, but my thing that I do have, which I don't know if it's, I've suffered on and off with anxiety since I was really small, so I don't know if it's me thinking of every scenario that could happen, but I've had like the ability to, I'll get a really strong sense of this is going to happen. I want to call it a premonition. Like I said, it could just be really anxiety of me thinking of different scenarios, but throughout my life I've had various moments where I'd be like, this is going to happen, and friends or people I was with were like, dude, that's mental, and then a couple months later it would happen. And for the past 2 years I'd had a mum's gonna die thing.
I mean, I'd always had that growing up.
Yeah, that is your worst case scenario.
Like, for me, I feel like that was just always my biggest fear.
Well, it's both of our biggest fears, yeah, exactly.
So ironic. But yeah, I used to, like, if she was 20 minutes home, like, from driving, I'd be like, oh my gosh, she died in a car crash. Like, that was where my mind would go. But yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone in the family had different stuff going on. I think as soon as I heard that she was ill, my mind just went to, she's not gonna make it. Yeah. And that was like, that was just weird, because like Mum was just such a strong person, she could do anything, but it was like as soon as we found out the diagnosis, I was just like, that's it, there's no way. And everyone was kind of treating it, I think everyone was just in such denial for so long that they were just like, she's gonna be fine, and I was just like, no, this is it, this is the one thing that's gonna knock her down.
That's really, I forgot about that. We said so early on, and
I feel like this was the first stage of grief for us. It wasn't denial, it was kind of acceptance in a weird way.
Well, I've only accepted it recently, but I know, but at the time, we never had like, oh, she might get better. We were always just like, this is how it is.
I mean, yeah, I think our uncle had a bit of a moment when, for his birthday, again, like moments leading up to the year before Mum was ill, there were some things that I found a bit weird, like personally for myself. But yeah, our uncle got gifted these 2 stone dogs by my mum, like on, I think it was either on their birthday or Christmas. And he said that when he held them after she had given them to him, he just felt really emotional and he felt like crying in that moment. And he felt like it was a really special moment. And he just didn't, well, obviously he didn't want to cry because we were all around him, so he didn't want to cry because obviously, like, men don't cry. You're allowed to cry.
When did he tell you this story?
In the car. When he picked me up and drove me to, So he said, because he has premonitions too. He had a premonition that he was working on a specific show don't know if I can say the name. But he was working on he dreamt that he was working on season 2 of a show, and then mum got ill. She was terminally ill. And then fast forward to this year, when he was working second season of a show, and mum was terminally ill. So that was like his first like, oh, holy fuck, this is really weird. But like, yeah, the dog thing had happened and he thought that was very weird. And again, it's like the twin intuition, I feel like you would know, because having a twin, I can't imagine what that's like. But I just feel like you're very connected. And then for me, I'm trying to think, we had the Prague trip when we went to go visit our aunt, and that was supposed to be just me and you. And then mum had come along with us, and I'm so glad that happened. That was great. But the other thing that happened to me that I couldn't really explain at the time was the Barbie movie came out. So I watched that with my best friend. We did like Barbenheimer, that was fine. But I was like, I really need to take mum to this. I really want to go see it again. I want to take mum to this. Like, she'll love it. She just needs to see this. And yeah, we watch it, and obviously it gets to the scene where there's like Billie Eilish, and it's like playing What Was I Made For, and it's the montage of all these mums, and I remember grabbing onto mum's hand, and we were holding each other's hands, and I literally was bawling my eyes out for like 5 minutes, and I could see that I can't remember if mum was crying as well, but in that moment it was like, I need this. Wait,
what stage of, where was she at?
She wasn't. This was a year before. This was literally like, so obviously I think Barbie came out in June, July, and then so moving on to January, that's when mum was at the start of diagnosis. Yeah, so literally within the year she got the diagnosis of that time. But I just remember holding on to her, and something was telling me, I need this, you need this, you need this, hold on to her, you'll appreciate this moment. And it was like, in that moment I was just like, I fucking need this, like I love my mum, I need this is really special, this is special. And like looking back on it, it's fucking crazy. But I just remember like, but how can I explain that? It was like in that moment, and even like I said before, it was like, I need to take mum to this film, I need to hold her hand. It was like, yeah, it was crazy moment.
I had real like heart pain then of imagining what it was like holding her hand, and I was like, oh. What I just remembered that similar but different to that, is because of COVID and that type of thing, like I started uni, I was in uni for like 2020 to 2023, and because of COVID I was at home a lot, but also I was kind of, I didn't love my uni, and I chose to be here when I could have been there a lot of the time, and but I mean a lot of people did that. I wasn't like a recluse, I wasn't the only one that did that, but yeah, and I remember my first relationship when it broke down, he was kind of like, oh, you're such a homebody, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, thank God, because we
had extra time
all the time that I had here.
I don't know, I feel like in a kind of ironic sense that everyone always said that mum babied me, and she did, like I'm gonna admit that she did, but I'm kind of grateful for it. I was very grateful for the relationship that we did have. But I think that just adds to the whole thing of like, this is why it hurts so much, is because it's the love. It's all the love that you have for someone, and it's coming out as grief. So, yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for every second that we've had with her. And I'm grateful that I wasn't that bad as a teenager, like really hating her, because I know that other people do that. But yeah, this is so depressing.
This feels so sad
this
today.
This feels like the one episode where I want to cry.
Yeah.
I'm really trying not to cry.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I quit work, I felt at peace with it. Like my brain had the capacity to be like, she's gone. That's that. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But
this is the thing with me. It's like right now I'm in my uni bubble, and that's why I'm so scared to come home, because once I'm out of that almost fake reality, it's like I actually have to accept that she's gone. Because in my mind, when I'm at uni, I'm like, oh, it's fine, she's on holiday, she's at home, that's why I can't reach her, she's busy, she's at home, she's in the studio. And it's like, She's not.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me, dude. That's really hard.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard not to cry. But yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know what
it's
it
so
is. I don't know
painful.
if it's because I'm so tired I can't even mask my
Combination of so many
emotions now,
things. Yeah.
or if it's just being in here. But like we've been chilling in here for the past couple of days, and like this wasn't just mum's space. Like I spent most of my A level in here and stuff.
I'm really enjoying being back here at the moment, though.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
It's where I'm meant to be. I'm gonna go.
I'm really grateful for this house. I love it. I love the view. I love the garden. I love the walks, and I'm really enjoying that aspect in the train journey and watching the clouds and like this whole entire thing. But I don't want to be in my fucking room.
Yeah.
I don't.
To be fair,
it's only been good because I've seen.
You had a real like depression era where you were in your room a lot, so that makes sense.
I just can't.
Yeah.
It's like another phase. I just. But again, that's the whole point. Like that is my reality, and uni is my escapism. So it's like.
I think also like you're actually really happy at the moment against the odds.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like happy is such a not a stretch, but like happy is such a broad word because what is happy during grief? Like this is just, I'm at a point where like
you're thriving.
I'm thriving. I'm okay. I'm okay around people, but then like I'm also at a point where I just can't be alone for more than 20 minutes because I just spiral. Spiral into the abyss of grief. Yeah. Not fun.
That's hardcore shit, dude.
Yeah.
I would argue that you need to be here and sit in it to feel it and get through it.
Nah. Just thug it out. If you grieve, you're a pussy. No, I'm joking. No, I just go through like... No. We're not even referencing that, man. Cut that. Chat, clip that one out. But yeah, no, I just don't process it or I ignore it, and then I just bottle it up, and then it comes out for 2-3 hours, and I just sit and cry in my room for 2-3 hours and journal. I've only read Mum's letter once. I'm too scared to read it again. One, I feel like I fear that the novelty of it will wear off, and two, that I can't apply it.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
As someone who's read it a couple of times,
Okay.
Doesn't wear off.
I'm just so scared. But yeah. Don't really know what else to talk about, honestly.
Would you ever get Dimitri to read that letter? Oh no, he met Mum though. So when I was seeing the guy I was seeing, I was like, oh, at a certain point, I really want you to read this because it's the only thing you're gonna get to build a picture of her.
Right.
Which is obviously not true because like, yeah, the memories and the way that you speak about a person says a lot and that type of thing. So yeah. But
I'm
anyway.
very grateful that Dimitri got to meet her, but he
Yeah,
only met her, I think, twice.
Yeah, but he met her when she wasn't, declaring.
Yeah. True.
And
I guess that was at Christmas, so she was here, so she was her natural self.
yeah,
like she
exactly.
Was here.
And she was like, I love him.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think just another thing to add is like Mum was just writing these letters. I mean, I think she was in here. She was secretly doing it, but it was so obvious. Or not the letters, but the cards.
I remember one day when she was writing this.
And this was like March, and I swear she had a diagnosis as well. And this woman was just like writing, and like how you said, like she was just so. I can't remember if this was in the episode that we didn't actually record and it got cut out. But I remember you were like, she's just such a boss ass bitch. Like she drove you from the train station, and she just picked you up, and she was like, Amy, I'm not well. Like, just driving home, just picking you up.
What the fuck?
Like, strongest woman alive.
Yeah, I remember being like, should you be driving? She was like, oh, good point. And then next week it was like, the doctor said I shouldn't drive. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, Mum.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it hits harder here. It feels a lot heavier here.
Yeah, it really does. It's just in the air. Grief is just...
Maybe she's haunting here.
No, she's not.
I haven't felt that at all.
That's my point.
I haven't
felt
had any
her.
ghosty feelings.
I
That's
haven't
not
felt
a
her
vibe.
at all.
I don't know if I want to though. I'm pretty happy with.
The only thing that I think of sometimes, and this is kind of like a conspiracy to myself, you know, I really don't want to spoil, but you know the haunting of Hill House? And you know Broken Neck Lady? This is like mega spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Don't worry, it's not going to be an issue.
Okay. You know how, like, she's being haunted by herself, because Broken Neck Lady is herself, because she hangs herself, right? And it's all cyclical. I'm thinking that the presence that we find in Mum's room and in the kitchen is actually Mum, and the reason why the second half of my bedroom always feels like, ugh, is because that's the half that Mum died on, and it's like a cyclical thing.
Fucking hell, man.
I've always thought about that. So, like, the weird presence in the kitchen and in her bedroom, it was her.
I always assumed it was male, but yeah, it could. It's not like I could see exactly
because
what it
the
was.
other half of my bedroom, because like it's really hard to explain my bedroom. My bedroom's like one room, but I just have a massive beam dividing it, and like the bit where my bed is in is so comfy and like warm and cozy and beautiful, and then the other half is just weird vibes at night, and I don't like it. But I used to have like stuff fall off my shelves all the time. But yeah, but just a bit of like.
The air sometimes gets really heavy in my room, as in like I can feel, it really feels like someone else is in the room here, not in.
I don't want to think.
No, it's like I just ignore it. I'm like la 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 la.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I did hear like a thud in my room last night, and I was like, I'm not thinking.
Seriously,
yep.
I never get that. Thank God.
But like, I've just kind of learnt to ignore it.
Yeah.
I think also because I'm just too scared to know if it's Mum. But the weirdest encounter that I've had in my room is I lost my rings and then found them on like my chair hidden under a cushion. Actually, there's two things. But then I was like, oh, equally I could have been really tired from college and I just took them off and I put them there and then I forgot about them. But it was like 3 of my rings, and I used to wear, like, I'm wearing like pretty much all, like loads, right? And I used to wear loads, and there were just 3 that I'd lost and found them. And the second thing is, which I literally have it on camera, when I had Binks on my shoulder, I'm like videoing her, and I like, because I also have a gecko, like, long story short, but I used to like mix food with this metal spoon, which used to rest on the side of my desk, and in the video, you hear it drag and drop.
Yeah.
Not just fall off, you hear it drag, because it's metal. Like, you
Didn't one
hear...
of the pots drag and drop off the side as well at one
No,
point?
that was just
the spoon.
Just the spoon, but I'm talking like a measuring spoon, like it was a big old thing.
Yeah.
And I like completely shit myself in that video.
Terrifying.
But I was like, oh, it's fine, like it's explainable. But then I'm like rewatching this video, and you can hear it drag and drop.
Yeah, no. Not into that.
And then I'm like, oh, I love my room. It's fine.
The only thing I get every now and then, I'm just thinking back to mum grief, is sometimes I feel like a... I don't know how to describe it. It's not a presence, it's just like an aura or like an energy field around... That sounds super hippie. Just, it feels like I feel like a protective bubble around me every now and then. It's only happened actually twice or 3 times.
Something, but you keep on.
No, that's literally all that it is.
One thing that I would like to say that I've been thinking about, there's like this broken bone theory, and it's the theory that like if you've never broken a bone in your life, you have these guardian angels always watching over you. And I've like never broken a bone before, and then Mum died, and then I suddenly broke my foot like in taekwondo, which I don't know, that was weird. Yeah. But my point is, like, I'm never someone to just suddenly break something. And then that happened, and I was like, I've never broken a bone before. But, I don't know. That's, like, the one spiritual thing that I'm like, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, that's really fucking weird.
Because there is, like, a conspiracy that, like, if you've never broken a bone, it's because there's so much trauma and so much stuff going on in your life that you have guardian angels, like, trying to just not give you that, because that's another thing you have to worry about. So I was, again, it's like the whole cyclical thing. I'm like, is Mum supposed to be my guardian angel? Like, who's watching over me?
It also comes down to, are happy people more likely to take stupid risks, whereas people who have lost and are stressed, they're maybe less likely to break a bone because they're more cautious with their life. I don't know. play devil's advocate, but equally I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Also because you didn't know how you broke your foot. It
that was so fucking weird. One thing that did happen during the church service, there was, like, for me, I have different animals that, like, I'm spiritually drawn to. For me, it's like magpies and butterflies, which I feel like is quite a typical one. But butterflies are really weird because they land on me, they follow me. Like, I've walked down the street and then my best friend's been like, you do realise there was a butterfly on your back the whole time I am there? And I've been like, no. And that's why I've got, like, my butterfly moth tattoo for mum. Like, it's a Radiohead lyric, but yeah. And during the service, apparently a butterfly, like, flew in and then sat on, like, the top podium and then was just in the church for, like, a while and then flew back out again, which I found really interesting because loads of different people had spotted it and came up to me and they were like, oh my god, Bunny, you're not going to believe it. There was a butterfly, like, at your mum's funeral and it was watching and then it flew off again. But yeah, that's probably about it.
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Yeah, very, very tired day and I just feel, like, really emotionally exhausted as well.
Yeah, I feel that too. I'm like, we've had a good time.
Maybe it's just talking about it and being in here.
Yeah, exactly.
It just feels a bit weird.
It does feel weird. But I just see it as, like, progress. Now that I'm being kinder to myself, it's like we're doing this now. It means we hopefully don't have to feel this further down, you know?
Yeah. I mean, as you kind of mentioned earlier, it's, like, so crazy that we've literally just been through something and what were we doing? Making a podcast about it.
Yeah.
And
like
talking about
wild.
it. It's hard. It's hard, but I feel like this is more, I wouldn't say, sure it is for other people to find it relatable, but I feel like it's more for us.
It's also like just healing for us.
Yeah, self-healing.
I just, at the moment, like, trying to find new jobs in this horrible job market, like, having no money, all of this stuff, like, it just, I hate being in control of my life.
Yeah, me too. I always, like, the more I think about, like, my life and how this is real and how mum's dead and, like, how this has happened, the more I, like, dissociate and I'm like, am I even real? Like, is this, at this point, I'm like, has someone written this into my story? Yeah. Like, what's going on? Is someone playing me as a video game character?
It takes me so long to do stuff still because the options are too limitless, aren't they? And the anxiety and existentialism is just so huge all the time. Anyway,
yeah.
On that bombshell.
Thank you for listening. Bye.